Hey guys, I'm still trying to work out how to say hello to you guys, so I have no idea, so just ignore that, okay? But welcome to my new video. Nice to see you here again. So, yeah. Something you might not know about me is I am a 90s kid. I was born in the 90s, 1993 to be precise, which makes me 20, yes. This face looks very young, does not look 20. I know. I got you, don't worry, it's fine. So, that can only mean one thing. I am in fact doing the 90s tag. Yeah, the 90s were fun, I guess. I had a pretty good childhood, so I thought this tag would be really fun to do. I love looking back on things and seeing how different things were back then to how they are now, so I thought this would be fun. And there was two tags. There was the 90s tag and there was one called 90s Kids Survey, and they had two different lots of questions, but I've just mingled them all into one to make it easier, so yeah. And just before we start, please do ignore my face. I know I look terrible. Go ahead. You look terrible all the time, I know. But I am really ill, I'm sick. You might be able to hear by my voice, I don't know. In my own head it sounds really deep, so sorry if my voice is really off. But I've got a really bad cough, I've got a cold, and when I cough, I'm literally coughing like all the time, and I feel like I'm going to cough out a lung, and I sound like a barking dog. So yeah, just ignore the fact that I look ill right now, because it's not good luck, but I need to make a new video, so what are you going to do? So yeah, let's get on with the tag. Question 1. What was your favourite TV show? Well, I don't know, I don't remember like the 90s, I can't remember what was in the 90s or whether it was the 2000s, but I'll just reel off things and you can go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. So, my favourite TV shows or programmes were Pokemon, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, just your average, normal kids programmes that you used to get, like all the Nickelodeon ones, the original ones, the Amanda Show, Kenan and Kel, the Cartoon Network original ones like Dexter's Lab, Ed, Edd and Eddy, and Powerpuff Girls. I loved all of them, and of course the original Disney shows. But again, I don't know if they're 90s, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure they were, but yeah, and I have a terrible memory, so I can't even remember now. I'm trying to think. But yeah, they're like the main ones I can think of, like mainly Pokemon, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Question 2. What was your favourite toy? I wasn't really big into toys. I have, or had, a toy room, which is that room next door. It was full of all my toys. It was literally, that's all that was in it, just a room full of toys. And yeah, I didn't really play with them. Like, I was obsessed with my PlayStation, so if that counts, then my PlayStation, even though it's not really a toy, but I was literally just all for my PlayStation Game Boy. So that's pretty much all I done. Like, I had dolls and I don't know, all sorts of crazy toys that I never really played with, I'm more into like board games and toys, but I was more obsessed with my PlayStation and Game Boy, so. Question 3. What was your favourite commercial? Well, you'd be crazy if you think I can even remember any adverts from the 90s. I literally cannot remember any, but I used to be obsessed with adverts, okay? You have no idea. It was weird. I was a creepy child, because like a TV programme could be on and I would talk all the way through that. I wouldn't even bother with it. I would not watch it. As soon as all the adverts came on, I was like the whole way through the adverts, I would be engrossed in the adverts. Like, it could have been any advert. Like, it could have been advertising washing up liquid or pies. I don't know. But it literally could have been any advert and I was obsessed with them. I just loved the adverts. as any normal kid would. Question 4. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? Now, I wasn't really big into bands and music because honestly, when I was younger, the only music I knew was Spice Girls, S Club 7 and Steps, and Atomic Kitten and Britney Spears. Okay, so they were like the only music. I was not into music, I was always more into cartoons and telly, so I didn't have nothing to do with music, I wasn't interested in it. So they were the only things I knew, but I would definitely say more Backstreet Boys, I think. Like, now I'd say NSYNC because I am obsessed with the song, you know, the one that's like, yeah, that one. I'm a little bit like, not obsessed with it, but it just keeps getting in my head and I keep singing it all the time lately. But I'd say Backstreet Boys back then because I loved, like, you know, the one that's like, what's it called? Everybody? Is it called Everybody? I don't know, it's like, it's all like that, you know. And then there's the one that's I Want It That Way. I like that one as well, but more the eBay version. So yeah, so do what you will with them answers, I don't know which one. Number 5, weirdest fashion trend. Honestly, when I was like in school and younger, there was no fashion trend. We wore what we wanted. There was no trend. We weren't into fashion-y, trendy things back then. So no, there wasn't really anything we all wore. So, Number 6, favourite collectibles. It's pretty much only one answer to this, and it's got to be Pokemon cards. I was obsessed. I literally had 2 bin bags full of Pokemon cards. I was obsessed. It was a bit extreme, if you ask me. But yeah, who didn't love collecting Pokemon cards? It'd be crazy if you didn't. Number 7, favourite Beanie Baby. Now, I never collected Beanie Babies, apart from one point when I was younger, they had them in McDonald's as the little toys in Happy Meals, so I didn't even get that many of them. But I don't know, I wasn't a Beanie Baby fan really, but probably there was like a snaky one. Was he a snake or a caterpillar or I don't know what it was. But it was something like that. That was probably my favourite. I don't know why, but Number 8. How many Tamagotchis did you go through? Honestly, about 10, 20, 100. Yeah, I was no good at keeping them things alive, literally. I would kill them pretty much as soon as I got them. I did not understand them. They just died way too quickly. It wasn't even my fault. I'm sure half the time they just committed suicide because I looked after them things like they were my babies, kind of. But them things were just a scam of money. Why on earth would, as soon as it died, you could never use that thing again? You would have to get a new one. That's just a money-making scam. Them people were so clever, taking money from kids. I mean, could you imagine if, like, you're playing on your Game Boy, say when you had a Game Boy or a PlayStation, say you were playing a game and suddenly your little character person died and you could never use your Game Boy or PlayStation ever again. Could you imagine that? That just would not happen. So why do it with Tamagotchis? Come on. Why? Them things were so pointless. Why were we all so obsessed with them? Okay guys, so what I think I'm going to do, if you understand that, is this one I think is going to be quite long if I answer all the questions because there's 18 questions. I'm on question 8 now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there and make part 2 answering the rest of the questions. So yes, I'm going to keep you guys in suspense right now. I never do this, but you know, it's about time in my YouTube-ness that I make you guys wait and keep you in suspense. So Is that working? No, probably not. But it's worth a try, so I will leave it there for this video, guys. I don't want this to be too long like all my videos. So yeah, I will do a part 2. So keep an eye out for that, because you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss the rest of the questions, do you? No, that'd be silly. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, keep your eyes peeled for part 2. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first part of this video, and I will see you in my next one. Don't know what that was, but anyway, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
Hello, dear. This is Euphigenia Doubtfire, and I want to thank you for watching Miss Deborah White's video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends too. Alright, thank you, dear. Ta-ta.